Because when Corey joined, I think the band was already like fixed in a little. You do most of the songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
How did that process go? Was him as a musician also with a lot of identity?
Yeah, because at that
did
time,
he fit in pretty
yeah,
well
I was
then?
doing all the songwriting because I was the only guitar player since we're a three-piece. And when Corey joined, that's when we started doing Ascendancy stuff. So yeah, he started writing, and then Travis came up with some of the parts, and we got Paulo as soon as Ascendancy was done. And then the songwriting for the Crusade, since we wrote a lot on the road, it was each guy writing different songs separately. And kind of like some guys would write like the whole song, or somebody would write just a little bit. And the next record, it was all four of us. Somebody would come with the most part of it, and then we'd all collaborate as a band and finish it up as a band. So this was like the most unit writing we've ever done on the newest record.
It went very natural, the process of it all.
Yes.
Okay, then a question about the new upcoming album, which is called Shogun. There's not yet much information out there, but I assume maybe that you came up with the name?
Yeah, I came up with the name. It's a title that I've had sitting in the back of my head for years. It's like the second Japanese tour we've done. I was on a bus tour, like a tourist tour, and I heard the name, and they were explaining what the Shogun were, and it was a title that definitely sounded very epic to me, and it sounded very strong and powerful. And when we started hearing the way this music was coming off this record, we needed a title that was very epic, that fit the music, and that title stuck out to me. It's just this very powerful, epic word that really stuck in our heads, and that's why we rolled with it.
Because both of your parents are Japanese?
No, just my mom.
Just your mother. What do you feel like in this moment of your life, that you like get interested more in Japanese culture as well?
Yeah, I'm very interested in my roots. I mean, this record by no means is like an all Japanese influenced CD. It's just, I think just two of the songs draw a little bit from history or mythology, and it's not even entirely what those songs are about. It's used just as a tool to convey. Like a lot of these songs even have like Greek and Roman mythology imagery inside of it, just to convey a point. It's not like retelling the stories by any means, but just used as a tool to explain the figurative thing in the language. So yeah, I'm definitely really into the culture and everything. I've always been super into the food, into the cartoons, into the games, and all that stuff, all that geeky stuff. So.
Okay. Because do you go out there and also get to know other cultures and stuff where you can get your inspiration?
Yeah,
from?
I always try to. I know there's a museum over by here, but I didn't get to check it out because it closes when I'm done with the schedule. So next time I come here, I want to go see that museum. I know there's like a Van Gogh exhibit over there.
The Rijks or the Van Gogh Museum?
Yeah, the gigantic museum right there.
Okay.
Yeah, like I want to check that out. And I've always been very into the cultures. Like, always about, for me, the biggest thing for me seeing cultures is food. Food is like the biggest thing at first, and then the museums as well.
Okay.
Because I always feel you can learn a lot about a culture and its history by like dining on its native cuisine or doing what the locals do, and that's what I always try to do whenever I'm in a different city or different country.
Okay. Then one last question. Unfortunately, we have to ask. For this, I already read that you stated that this new upcoming album Shogun has a lot of like the best or the best points that you already did in the previous albums combined just now in the new album. Do you think eventually the box of Trivium will get larger? Is there more space for?
Yeah, there definitely is, because the way this record is it could have just been that next direction of sound, like the next step. Like with Crusade, it was intentionally the opposite of Ascendancy. We didn't want anything like Ascendancy, and Ascendancy was like a better version, like the step up from Ember. So with each of those being a step up without including the previous, this one could have been that way, but we used everything that we feel like we've done right as a band from everything we've ever done as the foundation and the building blocks of the new music, and then put that new style on top of it. Not necessarily a new style, but the new sound of Trivium. And I think more and more we're finding what our sound as a band is and what our thing is. Because with this record, we just wrote whatever the hell came out. We didn't care what it was going to be, what it was going to sound like, as long as it came from the heart and we believed in it. So that's what we did with Shogun.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.